I do a little bit for charity, but I'd rather not talk about it, you know.
and your car's at the end then?
That's right, yeah.
Mustang. How long
So it's a nice way of combining my obsessions with doing some good, you know. Which doesn't often happen.
Yeah. A lot of the drivers are like that. It's good that they're doing that. Actually,
it is good, isn't it? Yeah.
It's a great thing.
There's some very fancy wagons to get a quiz in as well. I wouldn't mind taking this around the track myself.
Oh, right. Eyeing up a few others while you're here?
Absolutely, that's absolute peach, isn't it?
Oh, it's gorgeous. Yeah. And your own, have you had it a long time? Or?
The Ford, I've had about 7-8 years now, yeah.
Right.
I've done quite a lot of work to it because although they've got a very powerful engine, they're not known for their road holding, so you have to do quite a lot of work to get them to go around the corners.
Right.
So, which it does.
Yeah.
Very swiftly indeed, actually.
I'll
be behaving myself for that. I'll be driving like an old lady.
Right.
I'll put Radio 4 on, we'll listen to the Archers and do 20 miles an hour.
It depends who wins the raffle, you see.
Depends who wins the raffle, yes. Well, if Johnny Butte wins the raffle, he'll be put your foot down.
Oh, that's right, you see. It's a kid, well.
Yeah.
Karen, just explain a little bit to us about the auction that's going on this weekend.
Sure, we're the Sporting Bears and we're raising money for children's charities, and it's Cash for Kids this weekend. And what we're doing, aside from doing the normal runs that people can give a donation to charity, we're auctioning some rides in some of the Acuria Cost cars. And we're using the C-Type and the Sprite here that we have, and also the D-Type will be going out on the track. And we've got a raffle for a couple of rides in Robbie Coltrane's Mustang. So anybody that wants to bid in for the auction, if they come round and see us at the front of the house, come round to where the Sporting Bears are at the quad at the back of that, and people can put their bids in for the auctions, and we'll keep you posted throughout the day as to how the bids are going. And the raffle will be pooling later on in the morning. There'll be people going around selling raffle tickets all day.
And I think you're fairly easy to identify, aren't you, the Sporting Bears?
I would say so, yes. If you want to identify any of the Sporting Bears people, we're all in the yellow T-shirts and we've got green rides on the back. That's us.
Well, I hope you have a good weekend.
Thanks very much. Well, the history of the event is Dream Rides is really the event. And the Sporting Bears are an organisation that raises money for children's charities. And over the last 9-10 years, we've been doing a thing called Dream Rides, usually at the NEC in Birmingham and other places in the south. And the way it works is that members of the public give a donation to charity, and in return, members of the public can go out for a ride in one of the cars. For example, car number 23, if that's the car they want to go out on. We tell them what it's about, the size of the engine, the speed, etc., and the price for a donation. In this case, it's £25. And so they go to the booking desk and say, I'd like to book on car 23, and they're offered a time. We have diary timings, and say they can get in at 10:30 or 11 o'clock. They're given a ticket and told to report to the driver's area at 10 minutes before that time, and then they'll be put in the car and go off for their run.
It's a Dodge Viper RT10.
Right, and how many of them is there around?
In the UK, in total, between the RT10 and the GTS, there's only about 23, 24 Vipers in the club. And we think there might be another 10 or 15 that aren't in the club. So in the UK in total, about sort of 30, 40 cars. But of this particular model, there's less. There's probably about 10.
So how often are you out in it?
Any nice days, weekends, and it stays out in the house basically all weekend, and then I just lock it away in the winter. So I use it all summer, April through to September usually.
car is a Lamborghini Diablo SE30. It's one of 150 that were made to commemorate 30 years of Lamborghini. This car is number 75 and it was built for the owner of Lamborghini, so it's got some very special features on it, more or less a one-off. There are 4 vehicles of this colour in the UK. One of them was written off by JK's bodyguard, so 3 are left. This is one of them. The car is a 200 plus mile an hour, 0 to 100 sub 10 seconds, 525 brake horsepower V12. 2-wheel drive, so a real handful in the wet and a real handful in the dry as well.
So what made you do this event for Sporting Bears today?
The reason why we do business with the Sporting Bears charity is because all of the money raised goes to the children's charities. The members of the club pay a subscription fee and that covers advertising, printing, postage, phone bills and all the other overheads of a charity. And I'm not aware of any other charity that has 100% contribution straight to the charities that it supports. That's the reason why we support Sporting Bears.
You've done anything like that before?
Yeah.
What have you been out in?
TVR Tuscan.
All right.
Yeah, that's really fast. So it's that.
They make it go really fast for you.
Yeah. And it blows the cobwebs away.
You enjoyed that? You do it again then?
Yeah. Yeah, I'd do it any time of the week. And it would be a good car to go along the roads in America because they're so straight.
What did you have before?
I had a Lotus Esprit.
Why did you change it?
Look at that! How could you not change it? It just sounds awesome.
Right. So have you done any other kind of like charity events?
No, this was the first one. I'd heard that they were going to be doing this. I phoned up. I was going to come anyway, so I phoned up and said, "Well, do you want to use my car?"
Right.
And they said, "Yeah, absolutely." So I'm having as much fun as the folk I'm driving about. So.
And what the people that you've taken out? Why did they say why they come in or?
Just because they think it's their most awesome car, so
Yeah.
you know. And also the other thing is it's good because I got room in the back, so it's like Dad and his wee boy, you know. So it's quite good from that point of view.
I want to have a shot at Lamborghini next.
All right, you've got a whole list of them written down, have you?
Yeah.
Good. Thanks
you.
very much.
It's a great idea that people get something for their money in a way. I mean, although it's,
Yeah.
I mean, obviously it's still charity, but it's nice that people get a wee thrill of some sort.
Definitely.
And
this is
legal
it,
as
man.
well.
That's right. That's true. It's a lovely car you went in, wasn't it?
Yeah, and when I got to the place, I got really fast.
Oh, was that right?
That was excellent, thank you very much, yes.
You done anything like this before?
Nothing, no.
No. What made you come in today?
Well, we've travelled from Newcastle since 5 o'clock this morning.
For a ride in this car?
Not particularly this one, but it's nice to get a ride into something that you may sort of aspire to.
It was fantastic. I really enjoyed it. I was in a DB6, went all through the countryside. Really, really fantastic. Really did it. Well worth the money. Cheap at the price. It really was. So I really did enjoy it.
And at least it's going for a kind of good cause.
Well, yeah. One of the chaps that was telling me about it said it's about £400,000 sometimes that they can raise in a year, and it's a lot of money, and at least it goes to a good charity, and you get a wee bit of enjoyment out of it as well. So
Well, that's
no,
right.
it's really fantastic. I really did enjoy it.
Good.